Hey, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're back. Everything's running. We're good?
Good.
Okay, before I get to this next segment, I want to make a couple notes here. There's several holiday Christmas events going on, and if I could get those, I'll be glad to put the word out. Or even maybe show up at some. I hear there's food. I got to be careful with that. Please join us for a holiday benefit open house Thursday, December 8th. That's from 6 to 8. All right. And that's Design Refined. Is that what I'm seeing? There's no place like a home for the holidays. Our store's holiday theme. Meet representatives from both the Humane Society of Blue Ridge and Habitat for Humanity, Fannin and Gilmer counties. Holiday cheer and refreshments will be provided. See, I always like the holiday cheer and refreshments will be provided. I like to see that at the bottom. So now that I've read that, let me get it one more time. Humane Society, Habitat for Humanity, Humane Society. You know, I went out there the other day. If you didn't see it, I'll play it again. And I spent an hour out there with the doggies. And the cats were there too. I know the cats are there, but the dogs, I like it out there. That's a great place for a Christmas gift. Let me remind you, Humane Society of Blue Ridge, real simple, find them their Facebook page. If you're looking for a Christmas gift for your family, they have some beautiful dogs and cats, but they have beautiful dogs out there. They're great dogs, and they know how. Rena, the whole entire staff, they know how to do a meet and greet, fit the dog with your family. If you have a dog or children, you just, and they've gone through a intake process, so you know you're getting a healthy animal that you could take home, be part of the family. Oh, I think I should go get a dog. Please join us for a holiday benefit open house Thursday, December 8th, 2016 from 6 to 8. Design Refined, that's 146 Depot Street there. There's no place like home. For the holidays, our store holiday theme, meet representatives of both the Humane Society of Blue Ridge and Habitat for Humanity, Fannin and Gilmer counties. I will put that on the website under the community section for FetcherNews.com, Gilmer and Fannin County. Okay, now yesterday, and I want you to stay in touch with this story, everybody, if you don't mind, okay? If you don't mind, because, all right, the state Senate, now let me bring this up to speed. On State Senate 54 in Georgia, this is an important story for everybody out there, even though it's not your district maybe. The State Senate seat 54 in Georgia, a red district in North Georgia, a red district, Republican stronghold, where Charlie Bethel has been the state senator for several years over there. It's like everybody knows Charlie, the family, his entire family over in that area. But on December 9th, okay, on December 9th, hold on just a second. I lost this. I want to get where I'm at. Relax. There I am. On December 9th. On November 9th, the day after the election, Governor Nathan Deal, November 9th, the day after the election, Governor Nathan Deal picked State Senator Charlie Bethel to be on the appeals court, which made for a quick, right around 30 plus a couple days for a special election for a state senator. Now, here's the interesting thing we're going to talk about. Now, yesterday I talked about how it concerned me that we would not be able to see where the funding was coming from. And then I was corrected that they had to do, when I say, I want to make that clear, I said yesterday, hey, we're going to have this special election, we're not going to see where the funding's coming from. Well, yesterday I found out that by midnight last night, that the candidates that are running in this special election had to file what's called a 15-day special election campaign contribution report, okay, by midnight last night. So I'm glad to be able to clear that up so we can see where some of their money's coming from. Now, here's the interesting thing, and I'm going to just give you an update. This morning, William Vinyard, a Marine, put William's picture up, okay? This is one of the candidates, Republican. This is William Vinyard. Nice guy, Marine, combat Marine, nice man. Met this man over at the Pickens County Republican Party meet and greet. Very nice man, candidate, but he did not file his 15-day special election report, campaign finance. So I can't tell you this morning how much money he has in the bank. Now here's the second one. Let's go to Michelle Underwood, which is Shell. Very nice lady, very nice. Married to a Marine, very active in her community. Nice lady. These are good candidates, folks. Good candidates, good people. And Senator Charlie Bethel's a nice guy. So I go there this morning and she has not filed her report. I have no report on file, okay, for her. All right? So that's Republican. Both of these are Republican. I'm going somewhere with this segment. Now let's look at Conda Goodson, Republican. This is their third Republican, 3 Republicans, okay? Conda Goodson here, I met her several times. I've had her on the show. So let's go to her campaign finance reports. And her 15-day, she did file her 15-day, the third one here. She did file her report. And her report says that she got $200. She had $200. She spent $200, and she doesn't have any money. So that's her 15-day. Now, you got to understand, the money they collected after that, you're not going to see till after the election. But Conda Goodson did file, says she had $200. That's the third Republican. I'm going somewhere. It's the third Republican. Okay. Now, let's go to the fourth Republican. Chuck Payne. Chuck's a nice guy. You got Chuck there. Chuck's a nice guy. I met him the other night at Pickens. Very nice guy. Okay. And let's see, Chuck Payne. Let me go back here. Sorry about that. Chuck Payne. Chuck, GOP chair. I think it's Whitfield County. Is it Whitfield County? GOP chair. In Dalton there, I guess. Whitfield County GOP Republican chairman there. Well known. Chuck's well known. So he had a 15-day, he filed his report. So out of 4 Republicans, Conda Goodson filed her report, and Chuck Payne filed his report. William Vinyard did not file his, and Shell Underwood did not file hers. Okay, that was due by midnight. Now, here's the interesting thing on Charles Payne's report. Charles had a total come in. We'll do the summary, but let me explain something. In campaign finance, if you have a campaign finance, you can give to another candidate. So candidates across the state that would like to see, or maybe are encouraged by the leadership, or maybe encouraged by people across the state to help elect a certain candidate. Just saying. I mean, I get, like, people say, why do you do that? It's just called the truth. I mean, where's Kingsland, Georgia? Do you know where Kingsland, Georgia is? Look it up on a map and tell me where Kingsland, Georgia is.
Oh, I got an idea.
You got an idea?
I got an idea.
Where is that at? All right, Jason Spencer for State House. So Jason Spencer for State House out of Kingsland, Georgia, he gave Chuck $250. Well, what's the big deal on that? We go down through here, no big deal. You got 500 here, 150 there. Where's it at?
I'll show you on the map. Yeah.
But over in Gainesville.
No.
No. Where's Kingston at?
I'll
Or is that Kingstown? Kings Island. Did I get it right? Kings Island?
I'm putting the web browser in, I'll show you.
Now, you got a committee to elect Butch Miller in Gainesville. He gave $2,500 to Chuck Payne. Now, why over in Gainesville would he give $2,500? Now, you go down through here. Friends of Blake Tilley Senate in Vidalia, Georgia. Now, isn't that right before you cross the Florida line? Now, why would he be encouraged?
That's where Kingston's at.
Well, where is that?
That's actually that's right where it's at, on just that red dot. Like just south below that is Jacksonville.
Right north of Jacksonville?
Yeah, just like right.
Well, who's encouraged? How do these people even know Chuck? I don't know. Get that off the screen. So who's encouraging these people to send Chuck money? So, okay, friends of Blake Tilsley from the Senate, from Vidalia, Georgia, sent him $1,000. Friends of Mike Cohn in Lawrenceville, they got together and sent Chuck $1,500. Let's see. Friends of Bruce Broderick of Dalton, that's okay, $500 right there at Dalton, okay. Let's see what else we have here. The point is you can take these campaign finance funds that they have for years, and you can collect money in from donors in your district, and you can take that money and send it out of your district to support other candidates. At maybe the encouragement of leadership, or maybe. I don't know. Nobody told me. But who's encouraging people around the state to back financially this particular candidate? Now, if you would meet Chuck Payne, he's a nice guy. I'm going to tell you something. He's a Christian. I'm going to tell you, you read his stuff, Chuck's a good guy. I'm not saying that. I don't know what he'll do. But the thing that I always look for is why are people encouraged around the state to try to get certain candidates to Atlanta? Just saying. So there's 4 Republicans, all right? 4 Republicans. Now, I am not trying to help the Democrats, because you know I'm a conservative, and I'm very vocal about that, so I'm not trying to help Democrats in any way whatsoever. But let's look at one more thing. That's 4 Republicans, okay, going after the same vote in the same district in a special election that should be a shoe-in, right? Should be a shoe-in for a candidate. I like the way it comes across the screen. Shoe-in, like a landing for a certain candidate maybe, okay? But, now, let me give you the interesting facts. Over in Gordon and Murray and Gordon, Murray, Whitfield, and portion of Pickens County, you're looking now, you got your active and inactive voters. You got your active over here, and you got your inactive over there, and you push them together, and you come out with this district, 54th district, with about 85,000 voters. Now listen to me this. 85,000 voters, okay? Now, as of Saturday, my understanding is between the 4 counties, you have early voting, and this past Saturday was Saturday voting. This is a 30-day special election right before Christmas, okay? 471 votes. That's my understanding in the entire district. Out of 85,000, 471 votes. Now, election day is December 13th. Here's the last part of this report, okay? This individual was not at the Pickens. I have not met this individual. I want to make sure it's clear. She has claimed she's an independent, okay? Sources tell me she is openly admitted to voting for Hillary Clinton. Sources tell me that. I'm not for sure, That's a good source told me that, okay? That is Debby Peppers. Now, put her picture up. Okay. This is Debby Peppers, all right? Right here. Now, Debby Peppers is the 5th candidate. Could the Democrats sneak in to state Senate seat 54 and grab it? Right in the red district. Could they slip in the dark of night? Right here. Could this be the Christmas present of the year for the Democrats in state Senate 54? Could the move that Governor Nathan Deal made by taking Charlie Bethel out and appointing him to the appeals court, thinking we had a shoe-in candidate, yeah, that's in for a landing. I like how that goes. To go down there to take the place. Because let me tell you something. A good governor would not remove a Republican knowing he's going to replace that Republican with a Democrat to appoint them somewhere. They got to have everything in line. So here comes Debby Peppers, that is independent, okay? All right? Now, we've seen Conda Goodson had $200. Chuck's gotten help all around the state. Here's the interesting thing. You want to stay with me on this one, okay? You're going to need to stay with me. Chuck Payne has gotten help from Vidalia. He's gotten help from Lawrenceville. He's gotten help from just north of Jacksonville, right, Cole?
Yeah,
all right.
Just right outside of Savannah.
Right, yeah, right outside of Savannah. I mean, he's gotten help all over the state, Chuck has, with money. Let's look at the contributions, and I'll go back to Chuck's in a minute. Let's see where Peppers is from. Peppers got some money out of Atlanta. Dalton, Lafayette, not far off there. Dalton, Trenton, Georgia. Where's Trenton, Georgia?
Hold on a second. Let's go to our map.
Okay, then she got Forrester Smith, gave her $2,600 in Dalton, and Foster Michael, or Michael Foster, or Smith Foster, I don't know if they put the names in, sir, $2,600 there. And 2 candidates in Dalton, 1, 2, 3, 4 Dalton donors. 2,600, 2,600, 100, and 1,000. Look at the amount of money she's gotten right in Dalton, right in the heart of the district, not outside, in the heart of it. Okay?
Here's Trent.
Where's Trent now?
On the overthrow, but here, it's right just below Dalton.
Right below Dalton.
Yeah.
So she's getting her money in the district, folks. In the district. In the district. She's getting her money. Not from all around the state. She's getting her money in the district. You better pay attention. Now let me tell you what Debby Peppers has in money. Some people like to see her go down to Atlanta. She has total donations, $9,459. This was on the 15-day report. We don't see after that. See, she could have a lot more money than this that we don't see on the 15-day report. She's got $6,800, or right at $6,900 cash on hand. Somebody voted for Hillary Clinton. I was told, sources tell me. Sources tell me. Now, okay? Now, I'm going to go one more thing. Let's go back to the money here with Chuck Payne, and I'm just going to look at something real quick, okay? I'm going to look at the summary. Chuck Payne has raised $11,200 and some dollars. All right? He, couple thousand more than Debby. But Debby has money, and Debby's money came from the district. You understand, when people put money from the district, they'll work for you. If you send a candidate $2,500 from 400 miles away or 300 miles away, you're not going to come up and knock on doors for that candidate this weekend. But if you send a candidate $2,600, you're going to knock on doors or try to get people out to vote in that district. So, a couple points that we need to make here. A, Debby Peppers is in the game. B, you have 4 candidates going after the same voters. Okay? C, are we on C? Yeah, we're on C. A, B, C. This is like this special election is like a runoff. Now, let me tell you something I've always said. The candidate that generally wins the runoff is the candidate that gets their voters back to the polls. Seriously, that's usually the candidate that wins, that gets their voters back. Okay? That's what you do when you're in a runoff. You do not sleep getting your voters back. If Debbie, 25% of that district, around 25% of the district is Democrats. If the Democrats take their money in that district and get the word out that if they'll go on December 13th and vote, you see, they only have one candidate they need to push. That's right, one. So every Democrat that shows up to vote in this election on December 13th will probably pull the lever for Debby Peppers. Probably. But every Republican, every 4 Republicans show up to vote. It could take 4 votes. So every 4 voters that show up to vote Republican, one could go to Chuck, one could go to William, one could go to Michelle or Shelley, and one could go to Conda. It could take them 4 votes to 1 to equal up to Debby Peppers. And if they take that money and they push Democrats to get out and vote, you may have a problem there. Just saying. 471 votes as of Saturday in a district with 85,000. It is a shame that a state senator may be picked with no more than 4,000 votes top. That's my segment on the 54th district. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. In fact, maybe I could see if I could get Debby Peppers in here or get her on. But hey, just saying. I'm your host, PKP. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and wrap up before George gets in. Take us a break, Cole.